Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chicken Possible with Rewards Hunter, back with another Xbox Game Pass monthly quest guide. So, today we are going to be working on a fairly difficult quest. This is one we've had a few times before, but this is for Dead by Daylight. This is the console version, and we need to complete this by October 31st. We're going to earn 75 rewards points for being a medical expert 2 times. Now this one is available on the cloud, but since it says console version, I'm assuming it means it has to be on either an Xbox Series X, S, or an Xbox One in order to complete this. And that's exactly how we did it. We were on an Xbox Series S. So the first thing I would suggest to you here is once you get the game set up, go to the Getting Started section, and if you don't play this game regularly, go through the Survivor tutorial. You want to make sure that you know all the controls and that you know how to play this game successfully. If you don't know how everything works, you're going to have a lot of difficulty. One of the most useful things is this skill check information that happens right here when you're working on the generator. You always want to make sure that you hold down the right bumper when you're working on the generator or when you're healing somebody, and when it gets to that highlighted section there, that's when you press the left bumper to do your skill check. So this tutorial will give you an opportunity to practice this and get good at this so that when you do need to work on a generator, or more importantly, when you need to work on healing somebody in the game, you'll know exactly what you're doing. So this is a tutorial, so you can fail it multiple times, and there's no one attacking you or trying to hurt you while you're doing this. So it's a great opportunity to practice, especially if you're brand new to the game. Or if you just need a refresher like me. I don't play it other than on the quests usually, so I needed a refresher. So all I'm doing is holding down the right bumper, and then when it's time for those skill checks, just hitting it at the exact right moment when it gets into the indicated section. The tutorial also has a good section where you're working on practicing healing as well, so definitely want to make sure that you go through that Survivor tutorial and you get that check mark there for completing the tutorial before you try to go into a multiplayer match. And we do have to do this in a multiplayer match. So we're going to have to go in and play as a survivor, so choose that menu option. And I would definitely encourage you to play with friends on this. And the survivor character that I like to use, if you click at the upper left, I like to use Claudette. She has more of a focus on healing, and that's exactly what we want to do in this quest. So I would definitely encourage you to use her. And you can go to the friends list by clicking the view button and then selecting your friend who is also in the game and then choosing invite to party. So this is going to be your in-game party. Now you'll probably want to do an Xbox party at the same time if you're not in the same location. I actually played this with my wife today, and we joined in and we were actually sitting next to each other. She was on an Xbox and I was on the Series S. So we just played side by side and communicated really well. And that's the kind of thing that you want to do during these matches in order to find success. So just go ahead and look for a match and mark yourself as ready. And then once you're in the match together, you'll want to have kind of your top priority is just to find each other, to make sure you're in roughly the same spot so you know where each other are. And you can use that information to hopefully heal each other when the killer attacks one of you. Then the other one will be able to heal them or get them off of the hook. But just keep in mind your objectives when you're going into this match. You're working to get heals, and you need to know where each other are. You need to know where the other survivors are in order to be able to heal them, because if they're not around, then there's nobody to heal. And they do have to be injured. You can't just heal somebody who has full health. So kind of quite a few things at play here, but I do think it's a lot easier if you have a friend you can play with. So you definitely want to find a friend to play with. We do have a Rewards Hunter club. If you search your clubs on Xbox, look for Rewards Hunter, and you might be able to find a friend in a session there. But you can see my wife and I actually found each other immediately on this match. We were just spawned right next to each other, so that made things quite a bit easier. We tried to kind of split up and put a little bit of space between us so that if the killer came up and found one of us, then the other one could potentially heal that person. So I could actually see the killer off in the distance. He's tiny in the background back there, but I'm assuming that he spotted one or both of us. So I'm just trying to kind of hide a little bit. And it looks like he spotted my wife over there, so you can see him chasing her down. This is difficult to watch, but I really appreciate her helping me out on this quest, especially with it being so horror-oriented. So you can see kind of the outline of her, what's happening. He's picking her up, and he's taking her over to one of these hooks, and they're basically kind of trapped when that happens. And like I said, if you went through the tutorial, you will have seen this, and you'll have seen somebody get stuck on the hook already. So I'm biding my time, waiting for him to go away, and then I'm waiting and running up, and then taking her off of the hook using the right bumper, and then I'm starting to heal her with the right bumper as well. So using all those skills that I got in the tutorial, and we were working together well here. And he does actually run up and see me and slash at me, but I am able to complete the heal just like a split second before he hit me with the knife. And we did ultimately end up losing this match, but that is okay. You know, you don't have to survive these matches. All we're trying to do is get the heals in. That is the medical expert, is when you completely heal somebody's health. So like I said, we lost that match. Neither one of us survived, and that was fine. So what we did afterwards is I just hopped out to the Game Pass app to check and see if we had made any progress, to see if the Game Pass app had registered that we did get one heal there, because I felt pretty confident that it was a successful heal, but I just wanted to check on it. So if you need to do that, just switch over to the Game Pass app and scroll down to the quest that you're working on, and then you should be able to hopefully see some good progress towards that quest. So you can see I've got 1 out of 2 completed here, so that meant that we only needed to get one more heal. So we just went back to the menu and joined up again and just got ready and started up our next match. And we basically went in with the same strategy, you know, find each other. And in this one, we did not spawn right next to each other, so we weren't quite so lucky. So we started trying to kind of look at each other's screens and describe what we were standing next to so that we could find each other more easily. And before I was able to find where she was located, she actually already got grabbed and knocked down by the killer. So you can see she's kind of highlighted off in the distance there, so I'm trying to get to her. And I spotted another survivor there. So whenever a player gets highlighted like that and they're injured like that, then that is somebody that you can potentially heal. So for some reason, she kind of vanished right there, and I couldn't see her anymore. But she was still communicating with me and letting me know, you know, he's taking me inside. He's taking me inside of a building. He's going down the stairwell. And you can see she got put on the hook there. She said she was underground somewhere. So I'm looking around trying to figure out which building she's in. And there you can see her below ground over there. So I'm going to head towards that building and hopefully just make sure that the killer doesn't see me. He's actually running off to the left there. So I felt pretty confident that I could get in. I'm not sure that he's not going to see me and run back to this area. Another thing that she was telling me was that he set a bear trap at the bottom of these steps. So I was able to dodge around this bear trap and not walk into it. And then I was able to unhook her using the right bumper and then start to heal again. So this just worked out so well. If you have 2 Xboxes and you have, you know, a partner that can help you right next to you, that is ideal. If you don't have a partner that can help you right next to you, then like I said, just find a friend, get into an Xbox party and talk to each other and let each other know where you are and what the game plan is, and you should be able to get this quest done. Like I said, we also have the club. We have the Xbox Club for Rewards Hunter. So just search for Rewards Hunter in the club section on your Xbox, and you should be able to join in the club there. Start a, you know, session, plan a session for a time that works for you, and hopefully some other Rewards Hunters can help you get through this. Also, feel free to post in the comments or send me an invite if you want me to play along with you. You know, communicate with me and ask me if I can help you out too. I'll be glad to help a few people out with this as well. But that's going to do it for today on the Dead by Daylight quest, so we'll go ahead and turn that in and grab the 75 rewards points for that. We've also got guides up already for Prey, for Inside, and The Walking Dead, and we'll have a guide coming out for Costume Quest 2 in just a little while here. So thank you all for checking out all the videos this month. It's been a cool Shocktober, and we've definitely got some good horror games and some good Halloween-oriented games at play here. So I hope you all are enjoying them as much as I am. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you found that video helpful, please be sure to click the subscribe button here on YouTube and hit that bell for notifications. You can also find some helpful links in the description of this video if you want to stay connected with us. Stay tuned for more Microsoft rewards and achievement guides, and I'll see you in the next one.